And I thank this team, the Shia Defence team, for bringing all of these things together. Because if you even take the next clip, you'll see how nearly 10 years ago, Mohammed Hijab, in his rebuttal and refutation of my lecture, discussing the fact that there's no one. Abu Bakr did not call himself Sunni. Umar did not call himself Sunni. Uthman did not call himself Sunni. Imam Ali didn't call himself Sunni. This whole idea that Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah was there from day one, it wasn't there from day one. Mohammed Hijab tried to reply to me using this verse. Please play clip number 2.
It's actually disgusting. Well, I find it shocking that he made that claim, because it shows that he hasn't even read these books. It's so surprising that he's meant to be the face of Shia polemicism against the Sunni world, and he hasn't even done the research. Like, this is basic research. Yeah. Now tell us something about... Let's turn the table. So we know... And what did Al-Lalaka'i say, by the way?
Imam Al-Lalaka'i is one of the Imams of Al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah. Imam Al-Lalaka'i is one of the Imams of Al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah.
When was the first time the word Ahlul Sunnah was used? By whom?
According to Imam Al-Lalaka'i in Sharh al-Sunnah,
yeah,
where he referenced a lot of sources, early sources. It's attributed to Abdullah bin Abbas.
Who was?
Abdullah bin Abbas? He's a real Sayyid, if you like. He's a real Hashimi,
yeah.
An actual Hashimi from Bani Hashim, a Sahabi, a companion from the Bani Hashim.
And what did he say?
Ibn Kathir mentions it, and Imam Al-Lalaka'i mentions it.
Yeah.
Imam Kathir is later, but Imam Al-Lalaka'i is early. Imam Al-Lalaka'i mentions it in Sharh al-Sunnah. That Ibn Abbas from the Ahlul Bayt, the Bani Hashimi, an actual Hashimi, said that the Ahlul Sunnah are those, according to the verse in the Quran, whose faces will be bright on the day of judgment. No. These are Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and the Ahlul Bid'ah wal Dalala, those whose faces will be
so he used the word
dark.
Ahlul Sunnah.
He used the word Ahlul Sunnah. And clearly
Says Lalaka'i says that Ibn Abbas is the one who has this narration. We just showed, he said Ibn Abbas, as narrated by Ibn Kathir. Here. And they talk about the fact that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm meant to be the face of Shia polemics, but I'm not sure about what I'm saying. Let's go back to this Ibn Kathir reference on this ayah. Come back over here. When you zoom in over here, it says that this ayah, Surah 3, verse 106, on the day when some faces will become white, some faces will become black, on the day of resurrection, this is when the faces of the followers of the Sunnah and the Jama'ah will radiate with whiteness, as has been reported by Ibn Abbas. Let's go to the bottom of the page. Look what's written. Footnote number 1. Editor's note. Although this statement is very popular, if it is not fabricated, it is amongst the weakest kinds of narrations. All of its chains resting upon a narrator are well known for fabrication. Continue with the next clip. Next clip, please. Let's see what they're saying.
I don't even think a knowledgeable person. I think a student of knowledge with claims like that, I have no respect for. It's actually disgusting. Well, I find it shocking that he made that claim, because it shows that he hasn't even read these books. It's so surprising that he's meant to be the face of Shia polemicism against the Sunni world, and he hasn't even done the research. Like, this is basic research. He's not even meeting his own standard with his own...
Exactly.
All of these narrators in the chain of this particular narration that says Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah was from the time of the Prophet, all of them are either known as being liars or known as fabricators, as you could see the references over there. Even the person who's doing the editing of Tafsir ibn Kathir says, although this statement is very popular, if it is not fabricated, it is amongst the weakest kinds of narrations. Let's go to the next clip, please. Please continue playing.
Nakshawani is recycling garbage. Nakshawani recycles old shubuhat.
Just because some guy wrote them down without any sanad, we're going to accept it? No. Bring the conditions. If they are not authentic, and they are not authentic, then shut up. Then shut up. Then shut up. If they are not authentic, and they are not authentic, then shut the hell up. Don't start talking about things you don't know.
Realize, brothers and sisters, in this time and age, don't think just because there's social media, you're going to get exposed, you're going to get refuted. Do you think he worries about this? He doesn't, because he knows his followers will love him. Anyway, no matter what. Most people don't care. Most people are not they are not actual truth seekers. He's a miskin, he's a jahil. He just, wallahi al-azim, this time is over. Yes, I know they're going to say the same thing about us. Or we're going to refute you as well. Maybe they're going to take parts from this video. We don't care. We believe that we are honest in what we do.
And I do think you do care, because you've been chasing me and running after me for 10 years, asking for debates and calling non-stop channels and writing into me and so on and so forth. So I certainly live rent-free in the head for the last 10 years. That you cannot deny. I think actually for the last 20 years. But you go and see the chain. You know, I heard someone just there in the clip saying, we don't want chains whose isnads are weak and not authentic. Shut the hell up and so on. Relax, relax. Ali bin Qudama, you admit, is weak. Maysara bin Abd Rabbah is known as a liar. These are all in the chain of the so-called hadith where the Prophet says, follow Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And I thank this team, the Shia Defence team, for bringing all of these things together. Because if you even take the next clip, you'll see how one scholar in Iran 20 years ago took this narration that Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah was from the time of Rasulullah. He took the narration and he ripped it into pieces. Please play the next clip.
حالا بریم ببینیم این عبارتی که از جناب آقای ابن عباس آقای لالکایی نقل کرده چیه؟ خب ما که آوردیم شیعه رو با روایت سند معتبر و متواتر ثابت کردیم از پیغمبر. اینا به ابن عباس صادق میخوان برسونن، یعنی ما به پیغمبر رسوندیم، اینا میخوان به یه صحابی برسونن. ببینیم به همین صحابه با سند معتبر میرسه یا نمیرسه. کتاب اعتقاد اهل سنت لالکایی، بله، الحسن ابن منصور لالکایی، همین دیگه لالکایی گفته بودن دیگه، جلد 1 صفحه 72 روایت رو مطرح میکنه از ابن عباس. سعید ابن جبیر از اون نقل کرده، عبدالکریم جزری از او کی نقل کرده؟ میسرت ابن عبدالربه، اشتباه که نمیکنه. سند هم دیگه. استاد او هم مجاشع ابن عمره، درسته؟ کتاب الشریعه، حالا اینا پیدا نکرده بودن، من ابوالقاسمی پیدا کردم، قبل از اوست. میسره و مجاشع، همون سند دیگه، فرقی که نکرده. عبدالکریم جزری، میسرت ابن عبدالربه، مجاشع ابن عمرو. خب ما ببینیم این میسرت ابن عبدالربه‌ای که آقایون دیگه تنها مدرکی که دارن برای اینکه اهل سنت به صحابه میرسه، تنها مدرکشون. ببین آقای میسرت ابن عبدالربه چه جور آدمی است؟ قطعا یک شخص جلیل القدره که اینقدر بهش اعتماد میکنن دیگه. تاریخ کبیر بخاری، میسرت ابن عبدالربه، آقا اینا نگاه نکنید، سخته براشون. یرما بالکذب، متهم به دروغ بود. تازه بخاری که در تاریخ الکبیر شرح حال ها رو نمیگه، به اینجا که رسیده دیگه نتونسته تحمل کنه، گفته نه این یرما بالکذب. الکشف الحسیس، بیان راوی های ضعیف، شماره 800، جلد 1 صفحه 265. این آقا به میگه به ایشتر، این مثلا از کجا میاری؟ این همه روایت میخونی؟ قال وضعته، اینا رو جعل کردم. ارغب الناس یا ارغب الناس، میخوام مردم رو ترغیب به دین بکنم، مردم رو ترغیب به اهل سنت بکنم. خودش رو من در آوردم. ابن حبان گفته
Maysara, where do you get such narrations from? His reply is, I fabricate them to incline people to the sect. Wallahi, I don't know if someone fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes or no. Wallah, we have certain narrators in Islamic history. I don't know if they fear God or no. Maysara bin Abd Rabbah, who was in this chain, which they were proudly saying is the chain that proves Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah was there with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, says, when he is asked, where do you get these narrations from? He says, I fabricate them to incline people to the sect. You know when sometimes you do something haram because you're like, the reason that I am selling alcohol is to donate the money to Palestine. This is why. So when I have alcohol in my newsagent or in my supermarket, the money is going to charity. He says, I fabricate them so that what? So that people become Sunni. What does he answer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the Day of Judgment?
Nakshawani is recycling garbage. Nakshawani recycles old shubuhat.